what I want to talk to you about is how USA Today and Gallup poll have produced polls on the United States presidential race that are rigged, particularly the Democratic poll. And here's what I'm getting at. Many people have asked, how is it that Senator Barack Obama can outraise all the challengers, including Senator Clinton, but at the same time, consistently be outpolled by Senator Clinton with no change? There was a change. Early in June, specifically June 5th, USA Today Gallup poll reported a tie between Senator Clinton and Senator Obama. However, Frank Newport, the designated Gallup guru of USA Today, had the poll redone only 7 days later. That's completely out of character in terms of timing for the polling for the USA Today Gallup relationship. His explanation, which I noted on my blog Zinni Zeitgeist, which you should check out, is, to cut to the chase because it's a very long explanation using pseudo-techno babble, is that they couldn't believe that there were people out there in their sample that would select Senator Obama over Senator Clinton given all the past polling. In other words, he basically said, write this right here in the text, that we have a new poll in the field with different sample size. In other words, we're looking for people that are going to actually say, hey, we select Senator Clinton over Senator Obama. That's rigging, folks. That's rigging. Yet that poll is taken by CNN and other news cable outlets on television and reported, and it's repeated by people like yourself as gospel. I made that video last July, and it seems that Frank Newport and his staff at Gallup are at it again. In fact, this time they're reporting that Senator John McCain in September 8th's poll was 10 points ahead of Senator Obama. And they made a little tweak of an alteration that was picked up in this Daily Kos article. Take a look at this. This article is entitled, Gallup Admits It Only Releases Likely Voter Results When They Favor McCain. This is by a guy named Dick Diver. Now, Diver states, in other words, Gallup is admitting the following. At the time it released the September 8th poll showing McCain up by 10, it believed institutionally that likely voter results were less accurate than registered voter results. 2. Likely voter results have only occasionally diverged from the regular voter results. 3. Despite these facts, Gallup deliberately chose to release to the widest fanfare possible a poll using an admittedly less accurate method, the likely voter method, at the time of McCain's maximum convention bouts, knowing that it would show a large divergence, plus 10 for McCain versus only plus 4 with registered voters based on the likely voter method, even though such a divergence is not present. 4. In short, they combine all possible factors in McCain's favor to make his lead seem even as big as possible, and the media went wild with it. The additional problem is that the Gallup poll, among other polls, doesn't reflect the fact that there are more registered Democratic voters than Republican voters. Democrats have picked up 2 million additional registered voters in 28 states during the last primary, and added approximately 60,000 new voters in Florida alone over the past month. None of that has been reflected in the polls, but what is obvious is that for the past year at least, no, for longer than the past year, not the past year, Frank Newport and Gallup have been the tool of the USA Today. And where Gallup goes, are the polls go. So, yes, the polls currently are wholly inaccurate, and they don't show the reality. And the reality is that we have a race that is more than a toss-up, and arguably is still in favor of Senator Obama.